Hello, I'm Denise, and welcome to Alchemize. This is what I'm also calling an interdimensional fitness program. And why is that so? Because the idea is through alchemy as fitness for us to be able to bring into this 3D experience the highest principles of the 5D or pure consciousness. So, through very simple but highly effective full body workouts, we'll be able to embody the knowledge at a deeper level, not only understanding here how we can experience fitness more intelligently than we have probably in the past by just following programs blindly. But the idea is for us to remember and realign with that ability that we have to be the clear manifestors for our experience here on Earth, something that we definitely need nowadays. um, Another reason why I'm calling it an interdimensional fitness program is because I will be focusing on training our fascia. Mostly, the focus is going to be through the fascia, and fascia is not only connective tissue that unites every structure in our body and supports our whole body and is in between and around every single cell of our bodies. But to me, it's probably the most intelligent organ in the body. Um, it's a liquid crystal superconductor that it transmits light, so information from the outside to the inside and the inside outside. And to me, it was becoming something more than just a physical manifestation because I could see that the results on my body of training through the fascia or training focusing on the fascia and the results on my clients were very fast, very subtle, fast, and long lasting. So there was something else that was going through my mind, and then I've actually come across a couple of other people that are also talking about the fascia as the closest thing to the visible soul. So I really think that that might be the case. So I've put together a program where we can experience fitness in an enjoyable way, but also in very clever ways, so be we can bring about the I am as our experience in life, rather than thinking or fixing or going to other people to give us physio or fix us or tell us what to do. The idea is for you to, through experiencing these workouts, is to feel and embody that knowledge. So your body will remember. Fascia is probably, to me, the most intelligent organ in the body. It homes most of our immune system. It holds our posture in place. So it reacts very fast to what we do. So if we take care of our posture or not, it will imitate what we're doing. Um, Fascia is made up mostly of collagen fibers, so a lot of our or most of our regeneration process, cellular regeneration and life takes place through the fascia. We like that word collagen, don't we? So we'll be doing a lot of training for that, elastin and collagen, to keep our cells bouncy, reactive, in the good sense. Um, it's made up of extracellular matrix, so we are made up in a great percentage of liquid. So it's full of hyaluronic acid, so a lot of regeneration. For example, it's started to be proven that trauma is stored in our bodies and really in the fascia. So as long as we don't work on it and release and let go, we won't be able to make space for changes to occur. And we all want to make changes. We all want to get better. We all want to thrive. So we need to release. Pain, trauma are stored in the fascia. So if we address that, then any muscular work will become much more effective. You'll see the results much better and even more naturally. For example, your body becomes more slender in a natural, organic way through training the fascia. You've seen, for example, the ballet dancers. Don't they have a beautiful body? It's because they're working their fascia in all directions, in all senses. So that's a perfect example. And the style of exercises we'll be doing a lot imitates some of the ballet exercises, eccentric style, lengthening your legs and your arms to your max and then doing your strength. Let me just check my notes. I don't want to miss absolutely anything in this first video. Let's see what else I wanted to say. So yeah, I, for example, want to become every day a better and clearer manifester. So our bodies are the intelligent organ experience. So the more we are being that, the better life will be, right? We become even more protected and more healthy because that energy that we are emanating just opens up, right? Like our auras become stronger and all that. The fascia reflects our inner and outer worlds. Let me give you an example. We'll be using a lot of self-talk techniques as well in these workouts. So we'll be using our own commands, our own visualization to help motivate those changes. For example, the fascia has the greatest number of neuroreceptors, sensory receptors in the body. So when we do warm-ups, fascial techniques before our exercises, our movement performance, our movement efficiency will increments. I mean, you've probably seen the swimmers at the Olympics. They do fascial techniques, which are these kind of shaking your arms, shaking the legs. Those are fascial techniques, which I will explain in a moment. Self-talk, for example, when we talk to our bodies, it influences directly our muscular and fascial tone, which is incredible. It's amazing. Let me make you experience this. I'd like you to stand up if you're not and follow this very simple exercise. For example, I'm going to lift my shoulders. If you lift your shoulders and you start saying, oh, this feels good. Oh, my shoulders are nice and relaxed. This feels great. Ah, this is going to do me so much good. Okay, and just relax for a moment. Now we're going to say the opposite. We're going to self-talk into our selves, our bodies, our fascia. So if we start saying, oh, I can't be bothered to do this. This is such a stupid thing to do. Why am I doing this? This is ridiculous. Doesn't it just feel a bit more difficult to do? I'll make you experience another one. So if you lift your arms up, oh, this feels good. Ah, so nice to be able to begin the day by releasing my shoulders, my neck, my arms. Oh, this is beautiful. And just pay attention. How does that feel? But say those positive words. Oh, this feels good, amazing. This is the best thing I could be doing. All right. Now we're going to compare. So if you start saying, oh, God, what is she making me do? This is just, I can't do this. My shoulders are tight this morning. This feels horrible. I'm just so tired today. My shoulders are hurting. My neck is hurting. I can't be bothered. Why am I doing this? Everything hurts. Isn't it just a bit more difficult? And try again. Oh, this feels good. This feels great. My arms can move freely. I bet you felt that difference. When you self-talk negatively, the body will imitate, will directly and straight away do what you're telling it. What you believe, where you are, the body will reflect it. So that's just a little example. And this is going to reflect in the exercises we do when we self-talk through imagery for our exercises. Our bodies will be able to create that resistance in our exercises, so we don't need weights, we don't need anything, any equipment to do these. Another example, for example, if I'm holding a set of keys in my hand, and if I haven't done a lot of exercise, if I'm just feeling tired, if my mind's all over the place, and I drop my keys, I probably won't react, and they'll just fall on the floor, right? I mean, but if I've been training my fascia, if I'm awake, I'm aware, my fascia is hydrated, what will most probably happen is, and you've probably seen people that drop the keys and they can very quickly react and hold them, right? So it's not the brain that's saying, oh, you need to grab those keys immediately before they fall onto the floor. It's your fascia. The fascia is our thinking experience. So the fascia is the one that reacts. The fascia is alive. The fascia is thinking. So the more we train the fascia, the better the communication into our bloodstream, into our cells. Muscles will be able to glide and have that movement to work better, to understand, to feel space, etc., etc. If I miss something now, I'll be obviously talking a lot more in our videos, and I'll be posting videos on certain methods and techniques as well, independently for you to deepen this knowledge. What else did I want to say? Okay, so we're gonna combine dynamic stretching, strengthening, focused awareness, breath, and mostly eccentric style exercises. So those are the most potent for really opening up your body, strengthening your muscles, keeping your fascia happy, alive. And the interesting thing is that it's really a full body workout, because our organs will also find more space and have that buoyancy. So they'll have the good blood flow. Our diaphragms will be able to release emotions and breathe properly. There was something else I was going to say about this. Sorry, I don't want to miss anything. Okay, it will come back. So, yeah, okay. Another reason why I'm calling this Alchemize. I said because the changes are very fast, and I've been studying consciousness for the last 15 years through meditation, through the body, through the mind. So for me, as I said, the physical exercises I was doing were bringing about very, very fast changes. And I also figured that all the exercises that we do here and the techniques fall into one of the 7 categories or main categories of the alchemical process. So, for example, in alchemy, you have the first process, which is calcination. You have to burn what's not necessary in. I mean, the alchemist he first burns the metals, right? The elements. So we're doing it here in our bodies. First, we need to burn away. So that starts whatever needs to dissolve, the emotions, the trapped energy, needs to do that first. So, for example, one of the exercises or techniques that we'll apply is generating heat in our lower back. For example, if you wake up in the morning and you're a bit tight, you can do this. So with your fists, you're going to place them in on your lower back, and you're going to rub. Sorry, let me just check my microphone. Yeah, and you're going to rub. So this generates 1 or 2 more degrees of heat, and then it starts releasing the fascia, so then your muscles and your body can move better, your joints can move better. So you're going to rub, 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 and you're going to move your body from side to side. You're going to rub, 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 up and down, rub, 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 rub. So I hope you're doing this with me. So today I'm going to show you some of the main exercises, movements that we're going to apply in our workouts. So then we don't have to stop too much during the workouts, which will be very flowy and non-stop with music. So there'll be loads of fun. So just take a few seconds to feel that. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step is dissolution. So the alchemist dissolves. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to dissolve. We're full of liquid. We need to keep dissolving the elements. So we're gonna squeeze. We're gonna scrunch. For example, tighten your body. Just bend down and just round your back and scrunch, like tighten your abs, tighten your muscles, scrunch, and open. You can scrunch, bend down, and just push up, just like the cats, just like cats stretch, cat. Aren't they the most elegant animals and movers? Push. So you're gonna scrunch everything, tighten, and pull. So we are hydrating our bodies. Another technique is I'm going to show you with a sponge. So imagine I'm going to ask you to, for example, grab and tighten the skin, your fascia of the neck, on top of the shoulder. If you've got tight shoulders, tight neck, you're going to squeeze. So you're going to get that liquid to hydrate. We want to produce more hyaluronic acid. We don't need to buy it in creams and stuff. You can generate it from inside. So I want you to use your mind. Imagine that you're squeezing a sponge. When you're washing the car, you squeeze, and then when you let go, all that water falls. So that's what I want you to imagine to help hydrate your body, your back, your shoulders. So you're going to grab one side on top of the shoulder. So squeeze, lift the shoulder and let go. And imagine all that liquid falling down the back. Squeeze one side, just higher on the neck. Squeeze, and let go. Squeeze the other side. Squeeze. Let go. Squeeze. Imagine that sponge that you're squeezing, and when you let go, imagine all the liquid falling down. So you've seen how our mind affects our fascial tone. So the more you bring your focus in that imagery, the better. Tighten. So doing your exercises by you commanding your body is more effective than just copying someone doing the exercises or doing something that someone tells you because it's good and that's it. And you're going to place one hand on top of the other behind your neck, on your neck. So bend down, tighten, and you're just going to squeeze, bend forward, squeeze, and let go. Squeeze, and let go. Squeeze, and let go. Okay, so that's number 2. And then number 3, we've got separation, the alchemical process separation. So in our program, it's the breath. So make sure that you're always, I know we're always breathing, but sometimes we just get so caught up and our mind's somewhere else or we're tightening, we're retaining the breath. So make sure that you're always breathing deeply, letting go. If you've done yoga, use any of your yoga techniques. That's great. So let's do a little example. Place your hand on one side. You're thinking of your lungs. So one side, one lung here. And you're going to breathe and imagine that lung gently just elevating a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out, down. Just imagine it. Breathe in and it has that little buoyancy, down. Breathe in, breathe out. So when we're placing our attention there, our fascia is actually doing that, what we're thinking. So give that lung space, breathe into it. Okay. Now bend your knees slightly And the same side, we're going to tap. We've got the ribs here. Yeah. And sometimes we've got tight backs. We can't do abs properly. And it's because we're not addressing the ribs. We're going to address the ribs a lot in this program. We've got very tiny muscles along the ribs. So we're going to address those. Bend your knees and you're going to tap, 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 tap on your ribs and just bend to one side. Bend and breathe deeply. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Now, when you bend, imagine the ribs opening up like an accordion. And close. Open. Or like a fan, you know, one of those hand fans. Opens and closes. Opens and closes. Open, sorry, tidying up my clothes. Open and close. Open and close. Now, focus your attention on that side that you've practiced on and breathe into it. If you already do a lot of conscious work on your body, you might be able to feel how that breath goes in nicely there and opens up, right? Now we're going to test and compare. So that side, just bend to one side and notice how that feels, just that side bending over. How does that feel? And now we're going to compare with the other side. Bend over. I feel the ribs tighter, even my lower back tighter. Now compare again to the other side. I feel it freer, and probably a lot of you do. So that is just with a little tapping. So you've seen how the fascia reacts immediately and gives us more space. And that's without very deep stretching. We haven't gone into stretching or anything to even elongate the body further. So that's just with tapping. So that's really good. So let's put the hand on the other lung. So you're going to breathe. Sorry, I don't want to put the hand on my hand on the microphone. So breathe and imagine that lung that's gaining that space. Just moving up and down gently. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now we're going to bend the knees slightly and the ribs on that side. You're going to tap, tap, tap. Breathe in, breathe out. Place your attention there. Da, 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 da. Now imagine the ribs opening like an accordion. Have you ever played the accordion? Or imagine it like a fan. Open and close. Open and close. So that's the power of our imagination. So we create our own experiences, don't we? We must be very mindful. Okay. And the reason we do this comparison from each side is for your own body to be able to internalize this knowledge. So it's not just me saying, oh, if you tap, then this is going to have certain effects and this is good for you. But when you actually test one side and then compare it to the other side, then the body will know, oh, this is effective. And the more I do this, the better I'll get at this. So we'll always be testing and comparing, or every, few exercises or so. Right, so that's separation. Then we've got conjunction. Conjunction is the fourth step in the alchemical process. And I've aligned it to tapping. Because in the alchemical process, this step is when the elements have been burned away, have been dissolved further, and then things come up, don't they? In our spiritual path, things come up that we need to observe, we need to stop. So in order to alchemize and transmute, the most effective thing is to just be aware and observe, right? When we try to do things or try to fix, we're just stuck in that same roller coaster. So it's awareness. And we do a lot of tapping in this program. So let's do some tapping. I'm going to get you to tap up the right. So obviously you're seeing it the opposite on my screen. So if I tap up the left for you to think I'm doing right, just look at it quickly and then I'm going to come back to the right. So up the ascending column and then the descending colon, so round, just kind of to imitate our digestive process. Tap, 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 tap up your chest. For thymus. Oop. Oh, up here. Da, 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 da. Then the abs. The abs are not only in the front, the abs are on the sides, as you're going to experience in this program. We're going to do a lot of standing abs. I'm going to teach you standing abs. They're great. You don't need to do a lot of lying down. So tap the front of the legs all the way down. If you can reach the feet, tap the feet. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap inside. Tap, 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 tap. Tap on the outside. Tap, 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 tap. Tap on the back of the legs. Tap, 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 tap. Whew. Now, you can use your fist to tap your leg, your bottom, your glutes. Tap, tap, tap. Or just the palms of the hands. Tap the lower back. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. And do a little sound. So you can help that release. Tap, 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 tap. Ooh, tap of the neck, the jaw. You know, when we release the fascia and the jaw as well, you will feel the effects even to the soles of your feet. Head, we've got fascial connections everywhere. So the head, very important. And just so we can feel more awake and present. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, take a few seconds to feel that. And in this program, we are going to take a few seconds always after tapping so you can become aware, be aware. So the more you pay attention, how you're feeling in the moment, the more leeway you'll be given to create those changes. Now we're going to tap one arm. Tap your right side. Tap, 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 tap in all directions, up and down. So we're talking to our sensory receptors, for our sense of space. Tap, 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 tap. And then do the shaking that especially the swimmers do. So they know what they're doing. If you've seen the Olympic swimmers, they do this. Tap, shake, shake, shake. This is another fascial technique. Shake, 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 shake. Now, you're going to shake that same side, but the leg. You're going to shake the leg. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, shake, shake. All right. Now, test and compare. We're going to test the side we've done the shaking on. So you're going to bend that knee, lift the arm, and just focus on the sense of balance. And then compare it to the other side where we haven't done the shaking. You see, I was a bit shaky there. So we're going to be doing these testings as we go along. So you'll get better at noticing. Just test again. I feel more organized, more present there. On the other side, I'm more shaky, even on my foot. Amazing. So that's just with shaking, okay? So let's do the other side. Shake, 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 shake. Da, 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 da. So imagine we're going to combine those with our actual eccentric style exercises. Shake, 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 shake that leg. Shake, shake, shake. And take those instants to notice. So we're ready now to do a workout. You can do these before going running, walking, etc., etc. Then the next step, distillation, I think it is, fermentation. Yes, the next step, the alchemical process, fermentation. So we start doing some exercises just to start getting things clicking together in our body, in our process, in our spiritual path. So I'll show you a few exercises now that, for example, I'd like you to know when I say C position for our exercises, I'd like you to know how to do this. You bend your knees and you tuck your pelvis in. So my back is rounded. If I say round your back or do a C position, you see like a letter C. Okay. Now, some people that have tight hips or glutes, or even all the back part of the legs are tight, so they're pulling down. What happens is that some people can't move their pelvis very well. So what happens is they bend and they might fall forward. So I'd like you to use a mirror and just see what you're doing and start practicing. 2 ways that you can get this position is just think that someone's punching your tummy and you do this. That's one way. Another way to start getting your pelvis to tuck in is think that you're grabbing, like a big wheel in the river that generates electricity. I don't know. So you grab the handle, you bend, and you're going to start getting to move your pelvis. So you're going to grab the handle and tuck, 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 tuck until it goes in, in. Okay? So grab the handle and tuck, 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 in. So that's the C position, right? So my shoulders are kind of aligned with my pelvis. So I'm not falling back, I'm not falling forward. That's the C position. Okay. Another exercise that I like you to practice now is the lunges. Are the lunges. I'm going to pull my pants up. Right, from side to side. So feet in a kind of a 45 degree. And what we're going to do is I'd like the knee to just go over the heel area. Now, not too far yet, too much pressure on the knee. And I don't want you to open too wide, otherwise the knee doesn't reach the heel area. And it's also a lot of tension for the knees. So I'd like you to just be in a position where the knee goes just over the heel. Side to side. So these are gonna help us start opening the whole body because we're gonna use the arms up and we're opening, pulling the fascia of the body apart. And these are always gonna be dynamic movements and stretches. So we don't do any passive stretching. That's a no, no, no. Not very effective if you're gonna do your exercises. Just gonna make things worse, and I'll explain that later. Okay, so side to side, up. Imagine your ribs opening like an accordion, so that gives you more space and opens all your back. Up, 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 up. Open the ribs. Open, open, open. Open. So these are the lunges. Okay. Make sure that your knee is not falling in, not falling in. So it's not falling forward. It's in a 45 degree. Okay. Not falling in. When I say falling in, it's not going forward. Okay. So those are your lunges. Okay. That's the 5th step. Then we've got distillation. Sorry, let me check something I had written there. Okay, I remember now. So the next step, alchemical process, is distillation. And I identified our rotational style movements in this program that align with this step because it starts bringing things together at a deeper level, in a more natural level, as above, so below. And our bodies move in spiral-like forms. Our DNAs are like that, our Kundalini awakens like that. So we do a lot of spiral-like movements. And I'm going to be talking about anatomical movement. You're going to experience it, you're going to feel it here. For example, when I do any movement, say if I step forward, if I do this, if I do a little lunging forward, what happens? My bones don't just fall like this, they don't just land like this. But in order for the body to have that equilibrium, that natural balance, our bones move in spiral-like ways, right? So when I open out, go forward, our femur, for example, rotates out, and then it rotates in, out, and in, out. And all the fibula, the lower part of the leg, will rotate. Say if the femur rotates out, that bottom part is rotating in. So this is what happens in our skeletal system, out and in, out and in. So that's something that you're going to embody through our exercises as well. But for today, I'm going to get you to experience this. So another exercise that's one of our base exercises is the pliés. These are one of the most effective exercises, right? They encourage cellular reproduction because our cell furnaces live mostly in our largest muscular groups, and we've got the quads. The quads are the largest muscular groups. So pliés, I'd like you to, for your knee to reach here, align with the heel area. So as well, not very big that you can't reach. This is too much tension for the knee, and not too small that the knee goes over the heel. So 90 degree is like a plie style warrior exercise. So you go down and up, just slowly down and up. And again, making sure that the knees are not falling forward. Just keep them in a 45 degree. So you practice the pliés. Pliés give us a lot of resistance. They encourage weight loss. So if that's something you're thinking of, slenders your legs, your bottom. So now just carry on with the pliés. And now I'm going to unite it with some of our fascial techniques. So when we come down to the pliés, the femur is rotating out and then it rotates in. So just think of that. You don't need to do that with your legs. Just know, become aware that that's what's happening. The femur rotates out and rotates in. Rotates out, rotates in. Out and in. So we apply a little fascial technique. We rub out and we rub in. We rub out. So we're helping the fascia on top of the bones to keep that direction out and then in, out and in. So for example, we've got an injury and the fascia is all tight, maybe in the groin area is all tight. It's painful, so the fascia starts, getting all crumpled. So just knowing this and doing our little fascial touch, out and in, will start motivating the body to regenerate according to the natural movement and shape and intelligence of the body. Out and in, out and in, out and in. So these are our pliés. And the last step of the alchemical process is coagulation. When things settle stronger, we go, stronger in our path. We've dissolved a lot of things, we're aware, and we can, apply a bit more strength and force in what we do. So this is where we apply a bit more of eccentric style exercising, but with more resistance. So lunges again, 45 degrees, so the knee goes just over the heel area, from side to side, side to side, side. Now press that foot of the leg that's long down, press it down. So that starts strengthening the bones, lengthening the fascia. Push that one down, push, push, push. And that also starts working with the natural movement of our bones. Push, push, push. And I'll give you a sample of some of the exercises that we do with resistance. So you stretch one arm, you stretch further. Imagine you're opening the arm from the joint, you reach further, and then you lift the arm up all you can and go higher. Imagine you're in the ocean, so there's resistance. You need to push your arm through the water, and you push, press, 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 so that tightens all your abs. You reach longer, so you're really eccentrically strengthening, lengthening the body. Lift it up, lift higher, and push, push against the ocean, push. So you're generating resistance, you're creating that strength in your body. Up, higher, longer. The longer, the wider, the more challenging for the cells, the longer our cellular life. Push, press, 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 and let go. On the other side, reach longer or further, up, higher. You're in the ocean, and you're going to push, 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 push. Reach longer, up, higher, and press, 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 press against the ocean. So you should feel that nice ab work. Back, reach, up, and push. Okay, so that's an example of how the exercises that we do here fall into one of the 7 categories of the alchemical process. Yeah, what else would I like to say? So today I'd like you to, I wanted you to just experiment a few of the ideas that will come together into our workouts. So as I said, this is a full body workout, but thinking of our bodies not just as a thing, a machine. It's not really a machine, it's not parts. It's more than a vehicle. It's our experience on earth, because the body changes from moment to moment to moment. It's evolving, and we can align with the best outcomes, the best experience, if we're coming back into the present. If we align with the process, we can bring about health from within without having to go to people to work on us or heal us. We can start doing that ourselves, and become those healthy, clear manifestors that we want, right? We need that for this crazy world nowadays. So don't miss the next video. It will be our first workout with music. So it will be a non-stop, probably 50-minute for our first session. And yeah, let's do this. Spread the word, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.